Hey everybody, Martyn the Flick and Feathers again today, tying a Loudmouth Popper. Tying these up, these are for myself. I went to Malaysia to fish with Paul Arden for the pelagic towman in Royal Bellum. And this is basically the fly, the one fly he uses for them. So, as always, I'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anybody who wants to support the channel, get access to the members only content, as well as being entered into the monthly giveaways. So I've got my hook and my vise. It's a size 1 Gamakatsu B10S. And I've just run on about 8 turns of O2O lead wire just at the start of the bend. Get my wee bit of super glue on there, and then I'm just going to start my thread. It really doesn't matter what you're using. This is white. Just happens to be on this bobbin holder. Just get that covered up. Take your tag in, you pull it back across. It helps with preventing anything getting pulled off of the back. And then come back, touch it, just take away any excess glue. Now, basically it's a kind of frog colour scheme. So I'm going to start with a wee bit of red, sort of wounded frog I suppose is better. I'm just using marabou, but you can use whatever you like really. Shank neck off the back. Trim that away. I'll grab a piece of olive. And this is actually good. See if you've got any feathers that aren't the best. It's a good place to use them up. Yeah, you maybe wouldn't use that to wind as a hackle on like a steelhead fly or something. Just going to take this over the back. But again, you can use fox or whatever. Trim that away. It's just a case of tidying everything up again. You get something like this. Then, like most sort of freshwater poppers, I'm going for the split tail. So I've got to grab 4 of these hackles, and it's just Grizzly olive. Just off a little sort of streamer neck. Hook length off the back, so just pinch it in. Cinch that in nice and tight, so it's like that. Then I'll come to my side, do the same. Same thing, check the length, just measure them up against each other. When you're happy, pinch it in. Nice tight wraps. And then you've got this nice splayed tail. The marabou's all got to be in amongst it. Come in, trim them away. And just tidy up. I mean, if you really want to, I mean, alright, there's marabou in the tail, but if I'd used hair, but it would be a bit tougher. But even though, bit of glue, tie over it. Again, just wipe it to take away any excess. Now, I need a hackle or two. It's quite big, I'll make that the second one. And I'm just going to tie in just a hackle for the same cape. Tie it in by the tip. Sometimes one's enough. Just depends on the size of the hackle. These are quite big, as you can probably see. Just work my way forward. I mean, you're just filling up the transition really. Over your thread, lock it off, and we come in. And I do need another one, so for this one it's a bit longer on the fibre. Just do the same thing, catch it in by the tip, and you'll see there I'm letting my waist gradually is creeping forward. So I'm building I'm gradually building a smooth ramp, a material, a wee taper that will allow me to have the waist under there, under the foam, which will help the glue to bind, but I don't have a great big lump. Right? It's much better if you do it this way, that building it up into a wee ramp, than having a big bump to stick the foam on. Just winding forward. Now, I feel like I'm probably about the right place, but we'll just check. That looks pretty good. Just tie that in. Make sure everything's nice and secure. Build up that ramp. And then try my popper. That looks pretty good at that. So quick finish. Three's plenty, because it will never be exposed to the air, be glued. Got my gel super glue, big blob. Too much, right? It's more than you need, but it's fine to do that, and then just twist, allow it to spread. And you'll see here, I don't mind, this has got to get into that hackle. Boom. Right. That's fine. As long as you twist it. Now if it really bothers you, you can come in quick and wipe away too much excess, but I don't care. Right, I would have left that. And now, to make it the Loudmouth, right, this is a really clever bit of popper design. It's an Australian guy, this guy Vince, who I've never met, but everybody says he's a nice guy, very fishy. He came up with this. Taking about a 2mm foam, longer, right, it's slightly longer than the cylinder, and this is a 3/8. Right, I cut this, it's about 11mm, 3/8 inch. Half inch also works fine. In diameter, I mean, the cylinder. And I'm just going to see that that sits okay. And I'm doing this backwards so that you can see. What I always do is I check the position, and then stick it in the top and let it go, and then I'll turn it so that I can get in underneath. Just just glue all this on. Plenty of super glue, right? Don't be shy, make sure it's well stuck. You end up with something like this, right? This wee sleeved cylinder, right? 2mm foam over the cylinder, and you can add if you even want another layer. Now, this has got to be quite difficult. I normally do this down on the desk and not at the vise, but let's see. I'm going to cut a flat bottom. Along the popper. So just got to check it out so you can see what I'm doing. This is the only reason I'm doing this in the vise, so I hope I don't make a mess. I'm making a T. I'm looking at the hook. I'm making a T shape, so it's sort of flat bottomed, and then got to go back along the belly. Ah, not bad. Trim that. This makes it sit nice and low and flat. And we've got a nice amount of cup here. Now this is, for the size of this, it's got to be really loud, right? This, like the sort of square junction, I think, is probably the reason on the inside it's not a curved cup, right? It's the 2mm foam meets the cylinder at 90 degrees. And it's square in the face. Now I've just run some more super glue along the inside here to stiffen this up. Right, just make it a bit tougher. But there you go. That's I've disturbed my tail. Doesn't matter really. But that's the Loudmouth. Just put a couple of dots on it to make it look a bit froggy, I suppose. Obviously, up to you, really, what you want to do. That's nice. So, hope that was useful, hope you enjoyed it. Hope I catch a snakehead in this next week. Obviously, if you were tying these for bass or something, you could put a weed guard on. But it's well worth, these poppers are well worth sticking in your box. So, tail lines guys, bye.